Hey friends, and welcome back to the channel today for another furniture makeover. So in today's video, I'll be transforming this record player, and this is the piece that I was talking about in my last video, the vlog. If you haven't watched that, be sure to check it out. But I shared with you all that I was doing a commission piece, and this is that. So I typically don't agree to doing commission pieces, but I don't know, I just gathered up some courage from somewhere and I decided to agree to the challenge. So the color that I'll be using today is a color that I've used before. So this flip might look similar to something you've seen here on my channel. But yeah, I'm just excited. And with all of that being said, let's go ahead and just jump right into the transformation. So typically I usually start with cleaning my piece. But on today, I do need to protect the speakers first. So I'm going in with a ton of frog tape and some plastic. And I actually got some thicker plastic than normal. And I'm just going to go crazy. It's better to be extra safe than sorry. And this did take quite a while. So I'm just going to fast forward to the end of this process. And then we're going to go from there. So I don't know about you all, but sometimes I feel real tempted to just skim over the prep work, but the prep work is actually the most important part. And I've learned the hard way over time that it's just best to really take your time with this and just be very diligent and really just pay attention to the details. So I'm going to be using tape to just tape off any corners that I can find, or, you know, plastic wherever I think it needs it. And I'm just being extra careful. And from there, we're going to move on to the cleaning process. And for that, I've decided to use TSP. Now, TSP, I used to use this a lot in the past, and then I felt like the more affordable solution was to use Dawn soap and warm water because I always have that on hand. But for this project, I didn't want to use a lot of water, and I figured this would be good because it doesn't require a rinse. And then I noticed there was some water damage at the top of the record player, and I wanted to be mindful of that. I didn't want to add a whole bunch more water, so that's why I'm using TSP on today. Okay, so moving right along to repairs, I do need to make some repairs to both sides of the record player here on the base. So of course I'm going to reach for my Bondo, but I did want to give a quick shout out to Miss Freelove. Thank you so much for your package. I did receive your Bondo a couple days after I filmed this clip, but I'm going to run out of this in no time. I use it on every flip, so thank you so much. I so appreciate it, you and your husband both, and just sending well wishes to you guys. So for you guys watching, I'm just going to go ahead and mix in my hardener and add my Bondo, and then we'll be ready to move on to the next step. Okay, so real quick, I want to share a clip with you guys that I found in my phone from when I sold this client it was a purple looking dresser, but I actually was vlogging that day, and I had filmed a clip, but I never used it, but I'm going to insert that here, and hopefully it'll make sense when you see it, but here we go.
Okay. I'm excited. I just made the sale on my dresser and nightstand sets. I got the full asking price because I was very firm about it. I kept telling people I was not negotiable, and I'm so proud of myself. So I'll talk more about this either at some other time when I calm down, but I'm just so excited right now, and it was awesome. And they actually want me to do another piece for them, but we'll see. You guys know how I feel about custom work. It just makes me nervous. I'm becoming more open to it, but we'll just see. But I'm excited.
Wow, that was so crazy to look back on that. I knew I would need that clip for something, and that's why I never deleted it. But even though it's cringy to watch. But moving right along, let's get back into this flip. So I did put some tape on the back because there are some holes back there, and I didn't want the dust flying in there and in the auxiliary imports and all of that. So now I'm just going to move on to the sanding process. I started with a 120 grit sandpaper because I was being real scary. And then after I realized I could go up, I went and grabbed, well, down. I went and grabbed an 80 grit sandpaper. So I started 80, moved up to a 120, and finished off with a 220, and I just went for it. I know the last time I did a piece that had water damage, I was so hesitant and just so scared, but this time I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. Everything, just about everything is fixable. So let's just take the chance. And yeah, so that's what I did. And then I finished off by scuff sanding the front with a 120 grit sandpaper. Okay, so for primer, I always use my Zen Bin shellac based primer. I love this for adhesion. And then of course, this primer in particular is stain blocking. So just keep in mind that if you're going to spray this primer, you do need either ammonia or you can use alcohol, but you cannot clean your gun with soap and water. So primer has a way of exposing flaws, and so this is the results after I finished priming the piece. I kind of had a feeling this would happen, but I didn't expect it to look like that. But as far as my solution to this matter, I was going to use filler primer. So I was inspired on Instagram. I get a lot of ideas from over there. And this product was really being hyped up at one point. I was seeing it everywhere. Of course, I had to get my hands on it. And I'm just going to be honest, it doesn't do it for me. I put on 3 coats of this primer and I just didn't get the results I needed. I will show you here in a moment the first coat and the result of what I got. It really just looked the exact same. So I had to move on to plan B and then plan C. But we'll get into that in just a moment. I'm just going to show you guys the end result of this. Okay, so as you can see, that didn't work. Plan B was to just go over the whole thing with some regular old wood filler. I sanded it back and primed it all over again and still was not satisfied. So I finally gave in to the add water to your wood filler concoction, and to my surprise, it worked. I was very surprised because I had some old crusty wood filler that was in clumps, and I didn't think it was going to do it, but it worked out. So that was actually what it looked like when I put it on. As you can see, my wood filler, it looked a little thick. I think I could have added more water, but nonetheless, I got the results I was looking for. So I'm happy. I'm a happy flipper. So at this point, it's time to move on to the painting process, and we're just gonna get into it. So the color is Salamander by Sherwin-Williams. And of course, my favorite paint of all time right now is Gemini's Evo Eclipse. I get this at Dunn Edwards. They only sell it by the gallon. I like to use the dull finish. It resembles more of a satin finish in my opinion. The satin finish resembles more of a glossy finish. And so that's what I'm doing here. I did 2 coats, and yeah, and then after that, we're ready to move on to the finishing touches. So keep watching as we wrap this thing up. Okay, so I'm sure many of you guys already know this, but I always forget to mention it for my new viewers. with this paint, there's really no top coat necessary. And you guys should also know that the paint that I used on the piece that she purchased for me the first time is actually also Evil Eclipse. And I did get a chance to check in with her and see how it's holding up. And she said it's holding up well. So it just comforts me to know that. And yeah, I'm pretty confident that this paint will be fine on its own. All right, and now for the moment of truth. I have to pull back all of this tape and plastic and just hope and pray that nothing got through. Okay, so that went well. The paint did not go through, so I was grateful for that. Now it's time to go ahead and do something with the hardware, and I'm gonna go in with Rub and Buff on today. I'm gonna layer European Gold with Gold Leaf, and I'm just gonna rub it in and buff it in, just like it says. You should know that these doors are like false doors. They don't open, and the only way, I guess, to replace the hardware, if that's something you're interested in doing, would be to go through the back. But I do know that there's a bunch of wires in there when I peek through the hole, and you know, that's just not something I would have been able to do on my own. But I'm just saying that just for your reference in case you have a record player that you wanted to transform. But my client, she didn't want the hardware changed anyway, so it worked out for me, but I just wanted to let you guys know that. So here I just wanted you to see a side-by-side comparison. After I put the Rub and Buff on the left side of the speaker, I only did the top two corners so far, but I'm just gonna go ahead and finish off with the rest of them, and then we'll be getting ready to get into the reveal. So stay tuned to see the finished results. Side note, I just wanted to throw this in there. I was gonna add legs to this piece, but this record player is so heavy. I just didn't want to take that risk. I mean, this thing is a monster. I couldn't even, when it was time to for them to pick it up, I told my husband I can't. So we worked out a way where her husband and my husband was able to load this thing up. But yeah, it's a monster. Now let's get into the before and after.